Welcome to Transcera's Command Center Dashboard product demonstration. Contact center operations require the fine-tuning of a number of critical parameters that can fluctuate rapidly. Today, this data is examined separately and is not available in a single view. The lack of a big picture can make it challenging to assess and adjust call routing strategies and staffing levels for the best business outcomes. Transcera's Command Center Dashboard brings these data sets together in a single view to help contact centers monitor contact center activity from a business perspective as well as a service perspective, such as how well campaigns are driving inbound calls and how well agents are performing on specific product lines. Now, from a single dashboard, you have a holistic 360-degree view of customer interactions. On the left side of the screen, you view call-related information, and on the right side, you view agent-related data. Graphs in both views give you a quick snapshot of what's happening from a call perspective and from an agent perspective. First, let's look at the call side. Different entry points of telephone numbers are organized into logical groups that reflect multiple business-specific views. For example, you can group call-related information by products, geographies, or functions like customer support. Each row reflects the aggregated calls coming into a specific group. The dashboard displays the real-time performance of the groups in terms of the number of queued calls, longest wait time, and abandon rate. Graphs in the lower half of the screen provide a quick visual interpretation of the same data. Additional key performance indicators are available for display for different business views, such as the percentage of calls converted or abandoned. These KPIs give the user rich detail on the performance of the groups in real time, as well as a cumulative count over the course of the day. The Command Center Dashboard has the flexibility to display different views of the data for different needs under Call View. For example, one supervisor can choose to see information displayed in the Enterprise Sales view, while another supervisor may choose to look at the Enterprise Support view. Additional views can be created to satisfy the requirements of other business entities and products. To create an additional view, you go in the Manage tab and click on Create View. Alternatively, you can edit the existing view. For example, here is the Enterprise Support view for call data. When we click on it, it shows the groups included in this view. To edit a group, click on that group and change the settings or queue list per your requirement, such as when you need to change entry points or threshold values. For each group, thresholds can be set at the KPI level to alert users if the value of that KPI deviates from the defined range. Users quickly see, for example, if they need to adjust staffing levels when revenues are falling short, or if they need to route calls to another vendor when the average speed of answer is too low. To set up the threshold alerts for the KPIs for a particular group, click on that group and go into the Threshold section. Here we have set the warning threshold for the Product Support group for when the number of queued calls exceeds 20, and the critical threshold for when the abandon rate exceeds 20. Deviations from the warning threshold value are shown in yellow, while deviations from the critical threshold value are shown in red. Users simply change the values by clicking Edit. On the agent side of the Command Center Dashboard, agents staffed at different sites are similarly organized into logical groups that represent specific business views. Each row reflects the aggregated calls coming into a specific group in real time and a cumulative count over the course of the day. The graphs in the lower half of the screen give a quick visual interpretation of the same data. For each group, the dashboard displays real-time performance in terms of number of active agents, number of idle agents, and total number of available agents. Just as on the call side, users tailor KPIs to their particular needs. Just like supervisors on the call side, agent supervisors can choose from different views under the Agent View section. One supervisor can choose to see the information displayed in the Enterprise Sites view, while another supervisor might find the U.S. Tech Support view more relevant. Views are easily modified to meet the needs of different users. To edit an existing view or create an additional view, you go to the Manage tab and click on Create View. For example, here is the Enterprise Sites view of agent data. When we click on it, it shows the groups included in this view. To edit a group, simply click on that group. Similar to the call side view, thresholds can be set at the KPI level to alert the user if the value of that KPI goes outside the defined range. For example, you can set the warning threshold for the Vendor 1 San Diego group if the number of available agents drops below 3. Similarly, you can set the critical threshold for the Location Santa Rosa group if the available count goes below 5. Values deviating from the warning threshold are shown in yellow, while values deviating from the critical threshold are shown in red. Similar to call data, you can set up the threshold alerts by going into the Manage tab. Users simply change the warning level numbers and the critical level numbers by clicking Edit. Now, with Transcera's Command Center dashboard, you can view consolidated data about customer interactions and monitor business activity in real time and act immediately on that data to drive better business outcomes. The Command Center dashboard is a key component of the Transcera Adaptive Customer Engagement product suite, which helps contact centers put a business focus on managing customer interactions with data-driven decisions. View other Transcera videos to learn more about adaptive customer engagement.